Welcome to my channel where we make structural engineering design simple and easy. My name is Olodukunyedi and I'm your host. If you are yet to subscribe to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you've subscribed, I want to say I'm very grateful to that. So today we'll be talking about how to detail columns. Each person has his own different style of detailing columns, but this is how I like detailing columns. So what is it is on this, depending on the column, if you have 2 floors, 1 floor, whatever you have, this pattern of arrangement of column makes it easy to detail and to understand it. So different people has different way of detailing column, but I think this is how I prefer to detail my columns. So if you are having, this is now the ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor, and roof. So typically this is how I do my column, so that everyone, the columns that are terminating at the first floor, you see that column, the ones starting from first floor. So whatever floor they are terminating, let's assume the column is starting here and terminating on the second floor, you observe it, the one starting from ground to the roof, so with this, if you say C1, you already know the C1, the number of reinforcement and everything. So this is how I do it. So there's something, whatever you've gotten from the reinforcement, let's assume this is now 20. So for us to get the links now, the links will be the largest diameter of the column, which is y20 divided by 4. So whatever you divide, you get an answer. We're having 5. So the minimum size of links to be used cannot be less than 5. So yeah, that's why we use 10. Then in terms of, that's for to determine this is to determine the size of the links of the stirrup. So, but to determine the spacing of the stirrup, for you to determine the spacing must be 12. The spacing should not be more than, okay, to determine the spacing, determine the spacing. To determine the spacing of this stirrup, since we have, so it becomes 12 multiplied by the diameter, which is 20. When you multiply it, when we multiply it, whatever we get, we say 12 times 20, 24. So whatever spacing you are doing should not be more than 24. So with this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do for the spacing. Then also for the lap length. Now for lap length, to determine the lap length, now to determine the lap length, of the main reinforcements, to determine the lap length of, because this is going up, how you lap will now be, it will be 45 times the diameter. 45 times the diameter. If you say 45 times 20, so we are saying 900. So if we say 900, then we still need to take this thing up to achieve that. So this is how we already we said 800, but we still have to increase it to 900 so that we can lap properly. But for Y, if same principle, every principle is the same, but for Y16, if we say Y16, the lap length for Y16 is equals to 45 times 16, which will be 720, which 800 will suffice. So this is how, let's see if we can change it. So we've edited it, so this will be the lap length, 900 minimum for us to lap a Y20. So we'll stop the video here, but if you have any question, please feel free to send your question. And before I stop, this is what we've discussed. Normally 8 means the number of bars, Y20 is the size, then O2 is the bar number, then section shows the section of whatever we've done, the section it will show. So this is the section taken. So with this you can say you've completed the detailing of your column. You've completed the detailing. But if you still have any question, please feel free to contact us and we'll be glad to respond to you. And if you're yet to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button. Till we come again, we say remain blessed. Thanks.